What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters, Baca Bread, Jacobus06, Sam Phelps, Ernesto Membreno, Red Steel Moss, Locus Corellius, King Joe, Anthony Vang, Jesse Dooley, Marshall Selden, Marvoius, Benito Osuna, Godzilla Man 97, Mikael Fernandez, Greg Capazzoli, Jamar Jefferson, Lady Susano, and Nick Barnard. Thank you all very much for your support. And if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below to find out more. We'll see you there.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Remember what happened the last time when we reacted to one of these trailers? Were you here for that one?
I don't know. I don't remember what.
See, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that you can't remember.
Did people have differing opinions?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. People have differing opinions on things, but God help you if you have an opinion that disagrees with people. And actually, let me double check on here.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Frick.
I don't think I've ever gone to see any of the live-action Disney movies.
Turns out, no, you were not here when we did the official teaser trailer. Turns out it was actually me, Nick, and Chad.
Yeah, I've never seen any of the. I mean, I've kind of seen some piecemeal because I think like they play like Maleficent on TV sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never sat down and watched the live-action stuff.
Jungle Book is pretty good.
Well, I guess if you call that live-action because, you know, it's not like they use real animals.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You train panthers to do that.
Yeah, the whole thing is though I don't really mind that, but here recently the live action films have taken a lot of flack because of their quality in terms of acting and their quality in terms of overall feel. Lindsay Ellis, formerly known as Nostalgia, the Nostalgia chick, used to watched Beauty and the Beast and said, whilst I appreciate the update and I appreciate the visuals and certain things of the story aspect, how they changed up Belle does not make her a good character.
Well, I do recall. It seems like we watched the Nostalgia Critic on
we did.
Beauty and the Beast, and he was pretty down on it. And I mean, I don't recall disagreeing with what he had to say. It seemed to make sense.
Well, yeah, and Lindsay Ellis, her and Doug used to work together a lot. She actually explained that while she appreciates like the updates and stuff, the stuff with her climbing out the window and stuff like that, that's not period accurate, and that's also not like story-wise accurate. Now, she gets that, you want to pander to audiences nowadays who are just like, yeah, you go girl and this that, but it's like, but let's be honest here, no, she okay, found where I accidentally cut us off, talking about Lindsay Ellis and how she wasn't a fan of that. And then, of course, Aladdin, a lot of people had problems with it. A lot of people had problems with The Lion King. So, overall, the Disney live-action films have been mixed bag. Because I remember the first one was Cinderella. A lot of people liked it. And then, of course, there was there's been more that were actually very, very well critically approved. But as time has gone on, people have got more and more disenfranchised with them. But they've still made bukus of money, so Disney's just going to keep pumping them out.
Well, I'm sure that, it's something that kids will enjoy because, I mean, a lot of the animated movies, the originals, came out a while ago.
Well, yeah.
So it's kind of, I think sometimes now to engage younger, newer audiences, they kind of need a little more pizzazz, I guess. They're used to a certain level of stuff, I mean.
I guess, but at the same time, dude, I mean, you're taking what was originally, like, what some people consider to be perfect. It's not. For instance, The Lion King, the original 1994 Lion King. A lot of people consider that probably one of the greatest animated films of all time, in which the music, the animation, the characters. A lot of it works so well because honestly, it's taking creative liberties and creative freedoms, and I don't really mind it. I don't really mind it being. I don't mind its existence. I don't mind it at all. You know, the existence of the new one, but when you compare apples to apples, I mean, the '94 one just has so much more going for it because it where it's animated, it's able to get away with a lot more, and it's able to have these characters who are really expressive and everything. And you can have stuff look as realistic as possible, but we still live in that era of the uncanny valley where things we know it's fake.
Well, to that point, does that mean that I'm not going to get Eddie Murphy as a talking dragon?
You know, you never know. We might. If we do get Eddie Murphy as a talking dragon, that'd be awesome. I mean, I could see him being effectively if Donkey and Dragon switch bodies from from Shrek, and then all of a sudden he's like in Dragon's body. He's just like, "Holy crap! I'm huge! Look at this! Hey, look! I can breathe fire! Wow!"
Yeah, but then I feel like they're gonna get really.
He's like, "Oh, this is nuts."
They're gonna be really confused because when he starts saying, "I'm gonna make waffles," they're gonna be like, "What are waffles?" Because I'm pretty sure they didn't have waffles at that point.
No, they didn't. But it's stuff that you can let go of because Shrek is not a period timepiece. It's more of a.
It's not.
Not really,
Man.
dude. Far, Far Away is pretty much ye old Hollywood.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you see, I love the first two Shrek films because the first Shrek introduces us to this world and gives us these awesome characters, and then the second one we expand the world. We find that Far, Far Away is pretty much Hollywood, and the king and queen are there, and there's so much hilarious stuff that happens in those first two films. There's so many jokes being thrown at you.
Is the third one where he has the nightmares with like the tidal wave of ogre babies?
Yes.
That one was terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like this.
3 and 4. 3 is really bad. 4's okay. I liked 4 okay. For a way to end the series, I think that was pretty good. But they're talking now about rebooting Shrek, which
a reboot already?
Yes. Well, it is almost 20 years old.
What?
The first Shrek came out in 2001.
What?
I know, right? We're getting old, man. We're getting old. We're super old. Okay, well,
how does this happen?
Life, dude. That's how it happened. Life. So, okay, Disney's Mulan is upon us yet again, and the trailer is officially out, to which I'm interested to see how this is going to pan out because I honestly don't know. I really don't. But anyway, let's get this on screen and let's give this a watch. Here we go. This is pretty much a landmine, Micah. We're not going to walk away with this unscathed. If we say we like this, we're going to get called, fence sitters. If we say we don't like it, we're going to get called Nazis.
Is it really that bad?
I don't know. It's just the internet can't agree on anything because guess what? The political middle ground that used to exist 30 years ago no longer exists. Now the political divide is now as far apart as it's ever been, and people can't agree on anything because my opinion's got to be right simply because I exist.
It's highly ambitious that strangers on the internet would think that I would be overburdened by their YouTube comments that I don't read.
I read them. They all pop onto my phone. I've actually had 4 pop up here in the last few minutes, and yeah, there was one I read earlier today. It's just like, I don't know what country this guy was from. And this isn't me profiling. This is just me seeing how his grip on English is that of a person with no hands, covered in butter, trying to grab an octopus. It was just like renegade is gay and fat ugly fucks. Eyes not like you is not. But at that point, I'm just like, I am getting dumber every sentence, every word I read of this sentence. I'm saving my sanity and I'm moving on. And, if you don't like us, all well and good. I don't care. But if you're going to insult us, at least try and put some thought behind it, because if I had a penny for every time I was called fat, I'd be a billionaire by now. I mean, it's not an original insult, and it doesn't hurt. Yeah, I'm fat. Look at this. It's all there, and it's not going anywhere. At least not now. So get used to it. Anyway, let's give this a watch. Here we go.
Do you know why the Phoenix sits on the right hand of the Emperor? She is his guardian, his protector. That she's both beautiful and strong. Your job is to bring honor to the family. Do you think you can do that?
Ah, yes.
Citizens, we are under attack from northern invaders.
Their leader calls himself Ori Khan. Fights alongside a witch.
No survivors.
Is that Gong Li?
Of His Imperial Majesty, every family must contribute 1 man to fight.
Have you no son?
I am blessed with 2 daughters. I will fight.
We must be strong. This time he will not return. Loyal, brave, and true. It is my duty to protect my family.
That was Michelle Yeoh.
Ancestors, please protect her.
What is your name, soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander, son of Hua Zhou.
We're going to make men out of every single one of you.
Lose again!
Yeah, that's Gong Li.
Your spirit is evident, but something holds you back.
When they find out who you are, they will show you no mercy.
Wait. I think I saw someone.
I'm Hua Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
I think I saw someone. Let me...
Who you are, they will show you no mercy.
That was Jet Li.
Was it?
I think so. Let's take a look. Let's take a look again.
They will show you no mercy.
Okay.
That's Jet Li.
Yep.
So Jet Li, Michelle Yeoh, Gong Li, so many great Chinese actors are in this. This is awesome. But okay, so I know people are going to shit on this because, you know, Mulan is pretty much going Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but at the same time, it's a movie, guys. I mean,
So they're just making it into like a martial arts film.
I guess they're making into if they're tying in epic Chinese epic Chinese field battles and stuff like that, you know, like defending the Great Wall, I can understand it. But it's just, I don't know. I compared to the Mulan that we got, it was a kids movie. There's no doubt about that. It was a kids movie. I mean, you know, it had Eddie Murphy as Mushu, and then you had all the other side characters who also made a huge impact with Mulan, and then of course you had Commander Zhao. You know, I'm going to make a man out of you.
Well, and I guess is this
going
to have any singing
business.
parts? Because
I don't think
previously,
so. I don't think so. I think they're going full Chinese epic with this instead of Disney musical.
right?
Because
So previously some of them were musicals, right? Like Beauty and the Beast had songs, right?
well, yeah, it had songs and they were good and they worked really well, but I think they're shedding that and they're just going with like a Chinese history lesson. Because Fa Mulan actually did exist, although there's no proof that she actually had as big an impact. Let's see. Let me double check this before.
I mean, it's still a cool story.
No, I can agree.
Look, all I'm saying is some dudes better dress up like women and slap on some makeup and sneak into the city with the little,
Let's see. Oh yeah, Hua Mulan. Legendary female warrior from the Northern and Southern Dynasties period. 420 to 589. That was the period, not the date of her birth and death, because that would make her 169 years old.
Hey, you don't know.
Hey, them Asian women, dude.
They live a long time.
Oh, there we go, stereotyping again. But I actually, okay, it's a legend. It's actually not true. There is no ironclad proof of it. It's taken a lot like the Odyssey, or the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Or like Robin Hood?
Yes. Well, except here's the thing with the Iliad and the Odyssey. There is actual proof that the Battle of Troy happened. There's actual historical evidence that the Battle of Troy happened, and the war for the Aegean Sea. Whereas during these periods, it's there's wow. Okay. Historic setting of Hua Mulan is Northern Wei, which is over 1,000 years later. Zhu Wei's play, the Ming Dynasty places her in the Northern Wei. Okay, so the Ballad of Mulan was first transcribed in the 6th century, so it's a legend. It's not official. There's no real official decree of if Hua Mulan actually existed. Although, again, guys, it's a story. It's a story, and honestly, if they want to go Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I ain't got no problem with Michelle Yeoh and Zhang Ziyi hopping around through trees, going, floating on leaves and stuff, chasing after Chow Yun Fat. I ain't got a problem with that at all. And if the action's good in this, which if they get like Yuen Wu Ping as the choreographer for this, I think it'll be awesome, because Yuen Wu Ping actually did a lot of Jet Li's films in the 90s and the 2000s. Let's see.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm probably not going to go see this because I haven't seen any of the other live-action Disney movies. So
that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So, okay. So there's a lot of big names in this. There's Donnie Yen. I thought I saw him. Jason Scott Lee, which is awesome. Gong Li. Saw her. And Jet Li. Holy shit! The budget!
It's a lot.
How much do you think they spent on this movie?
$250 million.
300.
Yikes.
Frick. See, okay. Jake is currently working on a production that the budget for is around $50 million. Now, keep in mind, he is just a piker. He's a grip, which is nothing. He's not a director. He's not a DP. He's not even a PA. He's a grip. They look at him and say, hey, set up a light. Hey, we need tape. Hey, he's pretty much like the on-set handyman. And the big thing is, can't discuss what it is because there's an NDA, and I don't want to put him at risk for anything. But that's $50 million, and they have that many people working on the project. I think Jake said there were over 500 people on set. 500! With $50 million. This is 300.
And they had like a whole army of people, so an actual army.
You are not kidding. And holy hell. Whew. I don't know what to make of that. That's actually friggin' terrifying to think about. I need to take a breather on that one. That's a lot of money they're throwing at this film.
Wasn't Endgame like $350 million?
I can understand Endgame because that is the literal endpoint of this era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, the only explanation of why they would need a budget this big is they're going to have a CGI dragon following her around.
Either that, or the reason why they're spending so much is because they know the Chinese government will love this, and they will play it at their cinemas until until everyone is sick of seeing it. And they'll probably make $1 billion just in China.
Would the Chinese government like a film where it celebrates a family that had 2 daughters and no sons?
I don't know, but in modern China, yes. Like if you're talking pre-Kuomintang, I would say no. But after the Kuomintang was actually one of the first to introduce democracy and allowed women to vote, but then Mao took over in '49, and then the rest was history. Because okay. That's one thing a lot of people forget. Chiang Kai-shek was the guy who introduced a lot of the bills that gave people personal freedoms and all that. But then the Red Party came in and stole literally everything. All the hard work the Kuomintang did to try and bring China into the modern day. And then Mao said, you know what, this isn't moving fast enough. I want to make all rice farmers make steel. That doesn't make any sense. You want them to stop making rice, thus stop feeding the public, and go into making steel. Yes. You know millions of people are going to die. Don't care. This is the great leap forward. 80 million people dead later. Okay, maybe that wasn't a smart idea. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Mao.
Communism. Don't try it. Don't try it, kids.
Yeah, don't try this at home, kids. Or socialism. The only place socialism actually works is when a
Star Trek
is when a capitalist society is paying literally almost all their bills. To every Canadian out there says, how's that free healthcare you don't enjoy? It's like, how's that defense budget you don't got to pay for? I mean, it's true. Does Canada have a defense budget? No. Does the European Union have a defense budget? No. That's why they're able to afford all those free healthcare things, is because they don't got to pay for a defense budget. We front the bill on literally all of them. Wow. The more you know. Do.
$600 billion a year. That's more than the next 10 military budgets after us.
Yep. And if we cut...
That includes China and Russia, who aren't pushovers.
No. Well, China, they spend the second most individually for a country, but we still spend more than them and the next 10 countries combined.
Yep.
Which is crazy to think about.
It's bananas.
Oh, yeah. Big time bananas. Okay, speaking of bananas, I think it's bananas that this film's getting made, and they get a budget of $300 million. Holy crap, that's amazing. So anyway, this was Disney's Mulan, the official trailer. What do you all think? I mean, I might go see this. I don't know. I mean, I'm into epic Chinese film. I mean, I loved a lot of the Jet Li films way back in the day. Where he was, the hero, not Wong Fei Hung. What was his name? Wong Fei Hung was the drunken master. That was Jackie Chan. I forget the character's name now. That's gonna irk me now. I guarantee I'm gonna be thinking about it in the next reaction, and then I'll remember it and I'll just randomly scream it out. God. So yeah, this is Disney's Mulan. Let us know what you all think about it in the comments down below. And I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
We will see you in the next one. Peace out.